Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Duke versus Clemson college basketball matchup on Saturday, January 27th, 2024. Of course, if you like all the free picks we give out at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use that discount code PICK, you'll get 15% off. If you're looking to take your game to the next level and you're looking for that one-on-one style concierge service, we offer that as well. It's meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, text the number that you see on the screen. It's the only way to get it is to text. But let's get to this one. Duke taking on Clemson. Duke 14-4, Clemson 13-5. And when I was watching a game the other day on I don't even remember what game it was. I watched so many. But the thing was, it's like I rarely watch them with the sound, but I had the sound on for just a half a second. I guess it was at halftime I was changing channels. And they said only 3 teams from the ACC make it into the NCAA tournament as of right now with Joe Lunardi's bracketology. Of course, a lot's going to change over the next month or so. But they said Duke, Clemson, and North Carolina were pretty much it. So these are 2 of those 3 teams. But I do believe that there'll be some other teams in the ACC that can make some noise and get in as well. There's a lot of basketball left to be played. But Duke 14-4 on the season. Clemson 13-5. 3-3 straight up on the road, but 4-2 against the number. Duke 9-2 at Cameron, but just 6-5 against the number. The Blue Devils 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games. Of course, that loss was at home against Pitt. What a tough one that was after they had gone to Pitt and beaten up the Panthers pretty good in the prior matchup. Then they lose at home 80-75. They bounce back with a win at Louisville, but they don't cover the spread in the process there, winning by a good margin, but the line was 14 to 14.5. If you got 14, you pushed. At 14.5, well, you ended up on the wrong side of things. They have a lot of decent wins in here. The wins over Baylor and Syracuse, but they haven't played against North Carolina or Miami or Virginia, some of the tougher teams in the ACC. So a lot of it leaves to be shaken out. Clemson coming off a nice win against Florida State, who had been streaking going into that game, and they had a win over Boston College. But Clemson also has a lot of tough losses here, which is why, to me, when I hear that about the bracketology, it's a little confusing, because the loss at home against Georgia Tech, the loss against North Carolina really wasn't all that competitive in that one. They were actually favored against the Heels for some reason. And then the loss at Miami, where they were favored, they got run in that game. They got absolutely crushed. So I'm not as big believer in some of the other things. I know they have the out-of-conference win against TCU, and they lost to Memphis by a bucket. But still, I think Clemson, when you look at some of the numbers, they shoot the ball extremely well, and they shoot the ball from 3 extremely well. Duke's defense, not quite where we expect it to be, especially with a coach like John Shire, who played such aggressive defense as a player. But Clemson's defense is certainly lacking, and we know Duke is loaded with All-Americans. I gotta say, I think Duke, it's that time of the season that if they're going to be a contender this year, they got to start playing like one, and I expect it to happen here. I haven't seen Clemson really step up in these type of games. I'm going to take Duke, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.